Hello. So it's towards the end of May here, and just I've been working pretty hard in the garden, and you'll see behind me some reed growing here. It's actually called Phragmites, and it's an invasive species. And actually, that was what was here where I'm standing right now in most of my garden before I started gardening here. And I found the only way I could control it was to just constantly cut it. There's no way of getting rid of this plant. Can't kill it, so I'm just trying to control it. You can see already behind me that the new growth, the green, is perhaps 4 to 5 feet tall already at the beginning of May. And behind that there is some old growth. And it can grow up to 10 or 12 feet high. So it's very invasive. It grows really close together. It has roots that go underground. They're called rhizomes, and they just spread everywhere. One plant of Phragmites can be huge because of all the roots it spreads out. So it's a very difficult plant to get rid of. It grows so close together that nothing can compete with it because the sun can't get into the bottom, and other plants cannot grow in and amongst the Phragmites. So it's another issue that I have here in the garden dealing with the environment here. So of course there are lots of other weeds here besides Phragmites, but dealing with them I'm going to use the same kind of plan that I did with the Phragmites. I'm just going to cut it down. So I have some scissors necessary, and I have this wonderful little clipper that is going to give this bed of beans a haircut, kind of. So I'm just going to use it along here. So I'm going to actually use this lawnmower, and we're going to round up some really great weed killer. So once I've cut some of the weeds out of this bed of beans, I'm actually going to cover them up. So I'm going to take some of this great weed killer that I've just cut. I'm going to spread it all throughout this bed. I'm going to cover up those weeds so they won't be able to come through. Just enough, not too much. This will add actually nutrients back into the soil from the cover here and from the weeds that I've cut. I'm just going to cover up this whole bed. So eventually I'm going to have this whole garden, inside the boxes and outside the boxes, covered with mulch. Either leaf mulch, grass clippings. Here I have a little bit of wood chips, and it's going to cover every little bit of soil that is here. In nature you never ever see bare soil, or just very rarely. So I want to be this kind of like a natural garden in that sense, and have everything covered either with growing things or with mulch. And the mulch is going to keep down the weeds. It's also going to keep in the moisture. It's going to add nutrients to the soil. So I'm looking forward to having a really, really great garden here this summer.